Allahu Akbar.
Yeah. There we go. It's official. Hey everybody, welcome to the Skeptic Fence Show. I have Dave Rubin here. He's actually in the same hotel that I am. We're here at the Reason Rally. We're at the weekend of the Reason Rally at the Hyatt Regency. And Dave, thank you very much for spending a little time with us.
Yeah, it's good to be here. We just did 2 minutes with no audio. I felt really good about the beginning, and now even right this second, you can see we've fallen off. Here.
I'm not as good as a host as you are, so.
Correct. And Faisal and I were talking about this earlier, that we see this all the time, this feeling of how quickly they'll turn on everybody. And the reason is because it's not based in a stable set of ideas. Yeah. It's based, they're trying to get control of everybody. Yeah. So that's why right now you'll see on college campuses, gay white men are now being kicked out of LGBT groups. They're not allowed to sit on boards at several colleges because your gayness is now... You're out, right? Yeah. And now your whiteness now supersedes your gayness.
Devon shirt, white male. I'm a white male.
It's like,
yeah. By the way, you're talking about Devon Tracey, I assume?
Yeah. He's
so I will give Devon a little public props because I never have before. And look, he says a lot of shit that I think is nuts and not the way I would do things. But I will say this: I caught some of his videos about a lot of these ideas before I had them, and he did have a lot. His relentless pursuit, even though it was not my style and whatever, his relentless attack did have a lot to do with my waking up. So there's some public props for you, man.
Pause. Excuse me, good sir. What on earth have I ever said that was nuts? It's interesting that Dave, during the course of this, it's not even a backhanded compliment, it's a kick you right in your ball sack and then say, hey, those jeans look nice on you. I mean, unbelievable. It's interesting that the things that I say that are nuts shall remain nameless. The slur will be named. He's nuts. He says things that are nuts. The details of those things, not important. Well, let me correct you. Nothing I say is nuts. If you have an issue with the style in which I say things, that's just a personality difference. And there is a key difference between us, Dave. You want to be liked. And I don't give a fuck. That is a big difference. And we're different people. And I'm happy that we're different people because, for starters, I don't really want a dick in my mouth at any point in my life. But more importantly, you're way too soft for me. And that's just my personal style. Because guess what, Dave? For guys like you to get dragged out of the regressive matrix takes guys like me. Okay, Morpheus could not half-ass pulling Neo out of the Matrix. He can be like, hey, Neo, come here, I'm just going to unplug this thing very slowly here. No, he had to yank him out. So it's my style? I'm being judged on my style.
Okay, listen up. Your running time has to be under 58 seconds to even be considered for the team. Your time will be gauged along with a rating of 1 to 10 on your style, which will be judged solely by me and my vast expertise of skiing technique. So, why don't we have you sorry-looking lot of hopefuls make your way up the hill. Now, you future members of the girls' ski team can all keep me company until it's time for you to take the track. Who'd like to hold my clipboard? You'll make a fine little helper. What's your name?
Charles DeMar.
Shut up, geek. What's your name?
Beth.
It's my favorite name. Buenos dias, Roy Stalin. How you doing?
Hola, Lane Meyer.
I can see you and I share one common desire. The desire to be a part of the well-oiled machinery that is the Greendale High School ski racing team. The desire for victory.
Well,
Right on! Now get up there and let's see what you got.
Oh, right, because I'm not polite. And I'm not pussyfooting around. We don't have time for your Mickey Mouse bullshit. And you know what that's from? That's from Gary Oldman. Tap into your Gary Oldman rage every once in a while. It's a very good skill to have.
I haven't got time!
time for this Mickey Mouse bullshit!
I haven't got time for this Mickey Mouse bullshit. We don't need to spark 1,000 points of light. It's about ideas. Forget the people, forget people. We don't live in a world of people. We live in a world of floating ideas. Right. So just light a match, and every new match is a new idea, and they will float to... No! We need flamethrowers. And they need to be aimed at the people, not the ideas. Ideas don't exist. They only exist in so much as they are part of somebody's thought process and behavioral patterns. I'm against ideas. Yeah, the ideas will get burned in the fire. And no, it's not literal. I'm not literally suggesting we flamethrower everybody, because that would be nuts. But if anybody cares to listen to what I say, not a single thing I say is nuts.
Did have a lot to do with my waking up.
That's
So
what people have a
there's
lot
some
of
public
problems.
props for you, man.
Yeah.
Public props! I'm an insane person who... Hold on, let me try to get this straight. I'm a guy who's nuts, who helped a guy see the light about his entire worldview being nuts. How does this work? Oh, wait a minute. Devon, aren't you in this for popularity? Why is your voice raised? Why aren't you kissing Dave's ass right now? Dave's more popular than you. Dave is liked by more people. Why don't you seek his approval? Right now, right now. What you're doing right now, he would consider nuts. He doesn't like this style. And by the way, the guy sitting behind you on the couch, I yanked him out of the regressive matrix too. And by the way, the guy opposite you on the mic, I was revolutionary for that man. Ask him. These people tell me this. I didn't come to them, they came to me because they are stalkers who I've befriended. They're the friendly neighborhood stalker man.
There's some people that have a problem with his style, even though when he like brings up stats, statistics, sources, I'm like, he's spot fucking on.
No, Joe. That's the easy way out. I am not smart and good because of the stats I bring out. I am a supernova of unrefined, boner-inducing awesomeness, the likes of which this pussy-ass Atheism 1.0 community has never seen. And the reason is, not because of the stats, it's because I know what the stats say. I know what they mean. I know which stats are important. I know what you're not seeing. Not Nazi. I did not say Nazi right there. What you're not seeing, 9 times out of 10 is usually the story. Most people don't get that. Most people are playing checkers. I'm playing fucking advanced chess. The stats. Yeah, any jackass can pull up some stat. Who did the stat? How valid was the stat? Which stat? Why did you bring that up? What are we to take from that? Analyze that. Turn this into a coherent argument right now, live, on one take. Will you do that?
Style.
The fucking stats. That's what glorified Googlers are for. There's a lot more method to my madness.
People just don't like his presentation.
Look, Martin Luther King had a different style than Malcolm X.
Style.
There are gay...
And then he compared... So in that scenario, he's Martin Luther King, I'm Malcolm X. Fucking unbelievable. An ex-con, a black power, a radical. I'm none of those things. Fuck. Yeah, a web designer, Eagle Scout from UCLA, who enjoys Eurovision and musical theater. Yeah, kind of like Malcolm X, right? Jesus Christ.
Gotcha.
There are gay rights activists who, Dan Savage creates, what was it? The Santorum thing about,
Santorum.
Yeah, he created that
yeah.
thing that Santorum is a frothy mix of poop and whatever. Like, that's a really attacking way. And then there are gay rights activists who did everything legally on, more in a calm way. So every movement has different people that all act differently. Look, I'm just one guy doing this. As I said, there are people who will scream louder than me there, and those people are important too,
Scream louder than me. Look, here's the point. These people are trying to characterize me as somebody who screams and is nuts and is just whoa, what kind of style is this?
Style.
Are you people aware that I can do what you do? I can be a nice guy. Meet me in person. I'll say all the right things. I'll talk about the weather with you. I don't give a fuck. That's easy. That's basic. And it does not interest me. That is being trapped in the backseat of a station wagon with wood paneling, with the windows rolled up, no air conditioning, in the early 80s, trying to create small talk with your friend's mother. That's boring to me. And by the way, the issues that we're discussing right now are kind of important. It kind of needs to be ramped up a bit. Like, people are dying. Countries, lives, the future of humanity sort of rests in the balance. So if anything, that is the only reason I am animated on certain topics. Now, we'll go back to, let's scale it on back to the normal shit. Obviously, I'm a huge fan of everybody on the screen. I literally make videos about every one of those people, except for the brown guy in the back, obviously he's brown. But everybody else, like the real humans, I make videos about them because I support them. And if you don't have a sense of humor, and if you don't understand what's happening here, then I pity you because you're missing something. Something is happening, and you're listening to it right now.